What's going on, everybody? This is Brews and Ball. I'm Dave,
I'm Matt.
and we're here in Week 6 of the NFL. Haven't been on in a while. Life has been lifing. Um, Also, doesn't help that the Ravens are doing very poor at a 1-4 record. Lamar's out, half the team's out, and
Wait. You're not
yeah,
cracking beer?
I was just explaining why we weren't on.
No. We never. No, we go straight to beer, bud. Let me explain. Show what you're drinking.
All right, Hitler. You might notice this mask because you're Hitler and you like everything evil.
Is
I
it
got
what's
the, I got the Angry Orchard hard cider. It's the Halloween edition, the blood orange flavor.
nice?
What do you got?
So I picked up a new can last night from our company. We like Black Flag. It's called the Howdy Partner. It's a West
What
Coast.
flavor is it? It just says West Coast.
Yeah, it's a mosaic with Simcoe and Sentinel hops. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I just cool can Black Flag usually steers me right. Not
Angry
bad.
Orchard, pretty good apple cider. 2 apples in every can.
Honestly, that's not bad. I was worried since it was a West Coast. Usually don't like the West Coast IPAs that much.
All right, so let's dive right into it. We got the Baltimore Ravens. They're 1-4. Injured as hell. Do we turn it around?
So there's two things. First thing, even when they were healthy, it didn't look good on the defense side of the ball anyway. Like you were missing a few people, but you were a lot more healthier than you were before, and it didn't look good. But with all that said, I think you turn it around. And even with losing today, you lose today and you become 1-5. I think the Chicago Bears game is probably the most important game of the season right now. That's the game you can't lose. When ideally Lamar comes back.
Nah.
What?
Oh wait, hold on. What day is it? Oh, so Rams, and then we have a bye week.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got 2 weeks to get Lamar healthy, essentially, and then whatever players that are on that 2 to 3 week window. And then after you play Chicago, you go straight to Miami. And then you have another game against the Vikings. And you got to look at it this way, too. You're 1-0 in the division. So,
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a bad division wise, it's not a bad start.
and Pittsburgh's going to fall apart at some point because they always fall apart at the end of the year.
Yeah. So let's hit this schedule real quick. You highlighted we have the Bears. It's an important game. I agree. It's an important game. It's hopefully Lamar's first game back and the start of a playoff run. So we got Bears, then we go to Miami, then we go to Minnesota, and then we go to Cleveland. Then we come back home, play the Jets. At home again against the Bengals, at home again against the Steelers, and then we travel to Cincy. Then we come home, play the Patriots, go to Green Bay for what will probably be a good game. I can see it being a good game. And then you got Ravens Steelers at the end of the year, which will probably not play our second strings. I see them starting. I think that's going to be a fight for the division.
Yeah. Not even necessarily fight for division. I mean, it could be, but I think you're starting your starters regardless, just because how shaky they look this year.
Yeah, and then so weeks. So we're in week 6 now. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 11 through 16. We have 4 rival games. That's going to be I think that's going to be a hard November and December.
Yeah.
So we know the Ravens can probably win out once Lamar comes back, and if we can get the defense chemistry corrected. But I don't know. Rival games are rival games. It's going to be hard regardless.
No, I'm rocking. I'm rocking with the Ravens. They are 100% making the playoffs, and you're going to be dangerous once they get there.
Um,
When you have the best player that God has ever created in football, your team, you always got a chance.
all right, let's since we're talking about the Ravens, let's bring up a conversation we had, I believe, yesterday. It was Robert Saleh.
Yep.
If he became the Ravens head coach.
So I can't take full credit for that. My barber actually was talking about how him and his buddy were talking about it, and the more I thought about it, I actually like it a lot. I know you don't, but again, I think Robert Saleh would come in and turn that defense completely around. And I think when you have someone as great as Lamar at QB, you can go get a above average or good offensive coordinator. And as long as your defense is a top 5 defense, which I think Robert Saleh can turn that defense into a top 5 defense, Lamar and the coordinator can kind of run the show themselves on offense. Problem with Harbaugh is that he doesn't affect either offense or defense from a schematic standpoint. You need someone that has that type of mindset, and I really think Robert Saleh. I get it didn't look great in New York. New York's a fucking shitty organization now. They came in, let their quarterback run the whole team. That's more a New York thing than a Robert Saleh reflection in my mind.
See, I don't agree with that. I think Robert Saleh is weak. He's a good defensive coordinator. If he wants to come here and play defensive coordinator, that's fine with me. But if he plans on taking over a team, he has to prove more than letting one player take over the entire team and take him from him and him lose the locker room in New York.
He didn't let the player, the team,
yeah, he did.
The ownership and everything.
You are the head coach. You run the team.
Okay. If your boss tells you, "Hey, I'm bringing this kid in right now," you have to listen to everything he says, or you're getting fired. You're going to listen to what he says.
No, that's not how that works.
Okay.
That is not how that works. I would have walked out, honestly. Yeah. I'm not listening to a player on how to run an entire organization. It's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, Harbaugh
is weak too.
That's what I'm saying. He depends on Lamar. And yours a year ago not to fire him.
I'm not taking a weak head coach for another weak head coach. That's not how that works.
He's been the head coach for with Lamar now for 8 years. You haven't had an issue until 2
years. All right,
years.
so you want the same thing to repeat then. That's what you're saying.
It's not.
You don't want a ring. You just want to see the MVPs come in and that's it.
Harbaugh cannot affect the offense or defense. That's the change. Robert Saleh is a great defensive-minded coach. It would be the same situation as Sean McDermott in Buffalo. Yes, they haven't won yet, but at least they're more. Sean McDermott can coach up a team more than John Harbaugh can.
No, they haven't been to a Super Bowl.
He can coach up a team more.
They haven't been to a Super Bowl. They haven't won a Super Bowl. They've been to he's been to what, one AFC championship?
He's been to more than one AFC championship. They went to the AFC championship last year.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's 2. So you've been to 2 AFC championships.
Yeah.
Harbaugh's still been to more.
Harbaugh's been in the league a lot longer, and he had Joe Flacco at one point.
That sounds like a McDermott problem.
Yeah, it is unfair.
It sounds like a McDermott problem.
Sean McDermott, Joe Flacco 10 years ago, you probably have a Super Bowl.
Hell no, you're geeking. Bills are cursed. They ain't winning anything. Ever.
He saved Harbaugh's career in 2012.
I doubt that.
Yeah. But no, Robert Saleh would be a great fit. I'm going to stand on that one.
Well, as a defensive coordinator, I can agree with. As a head coach, I'll take the next guy.
Who's the next guy?
It doesn't matter. Whoever has not lost the locker room. I'm not taking a guy who has history on losing the locker room.
Okay.
But we talk about defensive coordinators. We got Zach Orr. What do you think of him?
I mean, you're going to fire him, but you can't fire him during the season.
Yeah.
If you have any aspirations of doing anything this year, still changing even if the coordinator is not good, changing the coordinator at this point of the year will do more damage than good.
I'll say do what they did last year. Let Chuck Pagano take over. They brought him in last year, midway through the season. After week 9, the Ravens were like a top 5 defense from week 9 on.
Yeah.
Chuck Pagano still works for the Ravens. He just let the leash loose on Zach Orr. I think you need to tighten that leash up.
Yeah, Zach Orr is not good. I mean, that was one of them situations where Harbaugh took care of his guy.
Yeah. Heard some talks. People want to Wink Martindale back.
Do you hate that?
I mean, I didn't like Wink because all right. So the reason I didn't like Wink, he brought pressure. He was a sack genius. He'd bring pressure with anybody at the defensive line. He didn't have good coverage defense. They always played off like they do now with Zach Orr. So I feel like it's just the same thing. Like it's just Zach Orr all over again with Wink Martindale.
Yeah.
You got more experience, but you're not going to be able to cover anybody again, and you're sending in pressure. That's already being sent with Zach Orr.
So, my question with you is too: when does this become more of a player account?
Player accountability?
Like, yeah, he's not. The team's not great. The play calling's not great. But if you're supposed to be some of these top guys or big names in the league and you're getting burnt on one-on-one coverages, that's an issue. Like all the hype Zaire had coming into the year, and he looks terrible.
I think the player accountability starts in week 1. I mean, these are the guys that are on the field making the plays. These are the guys that you trust. The coaching staff is trusting to follow through with their coverage and plays. I think it starts week 1.
Like
Jair Alexander, he had a great training camp. He had a pretty good preseason for one preseason game he played.
Trash. Now
And then after that, he looked like Matt Elam.
This is what I'm talking about, and this is the point I'm trying to get at, right? With the names and all the hype, we talked about it. We thought it was top 5 defense this year, right?
Yeah.
Now, even if you're negatively affected by a bad defensive coordinator, when you have these players in these skill positions, like you should maybe see them middle of the pack, but to be the last team in defense almost all year,
yeah,
that's more of a player thing. It's a coaching issue as well. But if I would split it, it would be a 40-60 split, and I'm putting 60 on the players because like I see a lack of effort. I don't see the Ravens like.
I think that
Ravens.
So week 1 through 3, the defense is kind of shitty. Even against the Browns, the defense wasn't great.
No, they were opportunity plays more than
Yeah,
because the Browns moved the ball up the field.
Yeah, but trying to put it in a different perspective, it gets frustrating after a while if you're playing and say you're the Mike on the field, like Roquan, and you're the Mike, defensive coordinator goes through you. You really don't have a say. You can kind of make sure everybody's where they're supposed to be. Obviously, we see that every defensive play, it's off coverage. They don't press. They don't bring any pressure.
Yeah.
I think the players have to step up and say something. Whether they have or haven't, we don't know. But they're doing what they're told. And if it keeps going in the direction that it's going in, I think Harbaugh is if he hasn't already, he's definitely going to lose the locker room because of the frustration.
I think he's already.
And then players are going to start and then players will start to like not try because they don't care, and that'll just make a statement.
Dude, I'm gonna be like that Houston game. It felt like towards the end of that game, man, the defense did not try.
They just gave up. Yeah.
And my thing is like the whole Zaire thing where he scuffled with the owner red zone after he did the Ray Lewis dance. I don't like that. That
Mm-hmm.
looks soft. That looks soft to me. His response was like, "Yeah, you don't do that in our house." Might well, you're the cornerback, right?
Dude, they're walking all over y'all.
He's
Don't
the
let them
receiver.
do it.
If you have an issue with it, then you just stop him. That's corny. I'm not saying you let someone celebrate, but like, don't sit there and act tough after the game. You know what I'm saying? You should have had that intensity while he was cooking you on the offense.
Yeah.
So
I was watching. Good.
I just feel like the Ravens defense thought they were going to be the tough guys of the year, if that makes sense from a defensive standpoint,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not. And some of them are still walking around like they're tough guys when they're not. Like you can't be walking around with your chest puffed out when you're 1-4.
Yeah.
You can't be walking around with your chest popped out when you're 1-4. And let's be real, at least 2 of them losses are on you, 100%. Like the Kansas City game, you can chop it up to the fact that like it's
Dude,
a great.
that
Um,
whole game
the,
just it.
the whole team looked bad that game. It wasn't just the defense; the whole team on both
I think
sides.
that game came down to Harbaugh. Like that was just on him, 100%.
But
Like he gave up. He folded. He was scared. He played scared. His coordinators played scared. I don't understand. I didn't understand that game. And Lamar was like, when I was watching the game in the beginning, I'm like, dude, he's not running.
no,
He didn't run it. And then when he had to, he looked really slow, like he was stutter stepping. And then he got hurt.
dude. The one thing with Lamar is he has to start throwing that ball away some. I know he doesn't want to, but he got to.
Yeah. I mean,
Especially in that Detroit Lions game. I get you're trying to make a play, but by the 4th time that you're backpedaling, you're going back 5-6 yards, and you're taking 5 yards, 6 yards sacks for a loss. I get you don't have no line. Throw this shit away, because guess what happens when you take a sack on 1st and 10? Now it becomes 2-16. Now it becomes 3-20. Right?
yeah.
There is no playbook in the playbook. There is no play in the playbook that's designed for 3rd and 20 in the NFL's play and the Ravens playbook. I mean, there is no play. So when you put that situation happen, now it's like, dude, there's so much pressure on you, the O-line, the receivers, the defense, everybody to be perfect on that play, because that's the only way they're converting.
So I
So
think he's
I
so
throw the
used
ball away.
to running around. And you know what comes with throwing the ball away is you got to know where the your offensive tackles are and the D line is on the edge, so you know where the pocket is for the circumference of the pocket. That way you don't get that penalty, which happened during the Lions game. He threw it away. Granted, he was like 20 yards back off of the line of scrimmage, but he was still in that zone. He couldn't, and he threw it to there was no receiver in the area.
Yeah.
So you also got to find that receiver too. So I think he's not used to throwing the ball away, and there's a lot more to throwing the ball away than just, oh, I'm just throw the ball. You can't just do that. You have to get out of the pocket or throw it into an area where the receiver is on the field.
I get all that, but you're telling me it was like 8 or 9 sacks for a loss that game.
Yeah, because the offensive line sucks.
But you think all 8 or 9 times you had no throwaway option?
I'm saying the one time he tried to do a throwaway option, there was a penalty because, granted, he was probably out of the zone or right on that line. There was no receiver in the vicinity.
Yeah.
So that's like the Ravens aren't used to throwing the ball away, and that's just something maybe they're going to have to start practicing that.
Yeah.
You don't want to practice that because you want a scoring drive every drive, but I mean.
But that's part of scoring drives sometimes. When you think about it, knowing when to take that, when to live for another play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm just saying there's a lot more to it that can cost the team dearly just by throwing the ball away.
But also, too, though, at this point of your career, you should almost, like, to me, throwing the ball away, like, having to learn how to do it is an issue, because that's like the same thing as like kind of telling like a basketball player how to learn to do a free throw.
I mean, players are practicing every day.
It's traditional. Like, it's not traditional.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the free throw thing because
Throwing the ball away is basic. Like, what do you mean?
People change. No, it's not. You haven't played football. No, it's
What do you
not.
mean?
It's not basic.
Tell me right now, Lamar's never been in a single point of his career in football.
He's throwing the ball away.
Hold on. Until week 2 against Detroit Lions, to where he was in a situation where he had to throw the ball away.
I mean,
Not once of his.
I don't know what's going through his head, but it's rare for us to see him throw the ball away.
But what I'm saying is for you to say that he needs to learn how to do it because it's a skill to throw the ball away.
It's a diminishing skill. That means you can unlearn it. You can unlearn every skill you've learned throughout your life.
Yeah. All right, Dr. Dave. There's no way.
I'm just saying.
You're not selling me.
You haven't played football, so you don't understand it. I understand that. You're a head coach for the couch. I understand that.
David, there's no way you're selling me on the fact that you need to teach I
said it's fine that you're a coach on the couch and don't understand the fundamentals of the nomenclature of playing football.
You played 2 years of flag football, and now you are an expert at
I'm not an expert. I'm just saying I understand that these skills are diminishable, that they are able to be forgotten.
How to throw the ball out properly.
When you're under pressure, the stress, everything plays a factor.
No, that's different. Because
let's put you out on
hold on.
Field. Let's give you a week. Let's give you a week on learning how to throw the football out of bounds with being out of the zone and with having a receiver in the vicinity while being out of the zone.
You're changing the thing, right? Because at first,
and then we'll have a cardboard line like the Ravens. We'll have 5 big dudes run after you and see if it's a penalty or not.
Listen to me. You're changing what you said because at first you said he has to learn how to do it, right? Now you're saying it's a struggle.
Well, he has to learn with the stress too.
Now you're saying it's a struggle because of the pressure.
No, that's not what I said. After this live stream, we're gonna replay. We're gonna clip it, and then you're gonna watch it for a week, and then you're gonna tell me word for word what I said for a week.
You said pressure. You said when you're under that pressure, you struggle with completing it. That's what you said a couple minutes ago.
You can.
Yeah, but first you started off that he has to learn it. Now you're saying it's because of the pressure.
No, that's not what I said.
Okay.
So we'll replay this once the live's over. We'll replay the whole thing. We'll watch it word for word. And then you're going to write an essay this will probably be about 2,000 words on what I said word for word.
We're going to go to the 21-minute mark. And that's where we started at. Because that's roughly where you did it. Or 20.
No, because we're going to do the whole thing.
No, we don't have time for that. But we're going back.
So we did the Ravens talk. Obviously, it's a struggle. We're frustrated as Ravens fans. Like you see, Matt has his panties in a bunch. He's pissed off. He doesn't know what to do with himself.
It's fucking stupid.
So let's move on to NFL quarterbacks and how I feel like history's changing.
I was right.
You were right. All the mid quarterbacks are doing good. What did you say to me? What did you say to me yesterday?
Hold on. I said Daniel Jones was not a great quarterback when he was at New York, but I don't think he's that bad. And I think if you give him weapons, he's going to be pretty decent. And what happened? The Colts should be 5-0, and Daniel Jones is top 5 in MVP talk. He might be 5, but he's within the top 5. Sam Darnold. Why would Seattle move off of Geno?
That's not his name.
Sam Darnold?
That's not his name. What do you call him?
Sammy. Oh, yeah, Sammy. Sammy Darnold. Oh, Seattle's moving off from Geno? That's such a mistake. That's a downgrade at quarterback. Well, guess what? Geno's averaging 3 interceptions. I don't
think anybody said it was a downgrade.
Sam Darnold had one of the best showdowns in a quarterback showdown regular season-wise with Baker Mayfield from a statistical standpoint. Literally a week ago. And Sam Darnold and
that was a good game.
Seahawks are looking like a top 5 team in the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
Mac Jones.
Mackie, that's your boy.
3-0 with San Francisco. 1,000 yards passing. Went toe-to-toe against Matt Stafford on primetime football. What did I say about Mac Jones again? That he wasn't good, but Bill Belichick made him worse than what he was going to be. And guess what? Now he's with a team with a good head coach, offensive-minded, He looks really good. I just want to hear from you, David, that I was right the whole entire time. I was right.
You were right about Daniel Jones.
Sammy Donald.
I don't know where you got the Sam Darnold thing from.
Okay, we're text Timmy.
Huh?
We're text Timmy after this.
Okay, I don't know where you. I don't think anybody said Sam Darnold swapping for Geno was going to be worse. I don't think anybody said that.
Okay.
Mac Jones, from what he did in Jacksonville, he outperformed Trevor Lawrence. Kyle Shanahan saw something, grabbed him up, made him as a backup, and he's doing pretty good. So yeah, you were right on Mac Jones.
I'm right on everything, honestly.
But once they start falling, I don't want to see you running.
No. They're gonna have a bag. Again, the Colts beat Arizona because you saw Kyler's not playing.
Who was not playing?
Kyler
Kyler?
Murray.
Oh yeah. He's out again, I think.
They're
Pretty sure Jacoby Brissett's starting.
They're saying it could be a couple weeks still. I don't know who San Fran plays this week, but he saw Mac Jones is questionable. I don't know if he went to healthy yet. And then I don't know who Seattle plays. Like I said, I'm on my phone, so I can't really pull up the stuff. Who does Seattle play this week?
Jacksonville. That defense is going to be tough.
That's a big game. Now, if Sammy looks good in that game, that's a good sign for Seattle. Whether they win or lose, it's still a good sign.
I think Sam Darnold had a hard time getting started. I think the first 2 weeks he wasn't playing very well.
No, but it's a new system, new head coach.
Yeah, definitely a new system. He does. I will say he relies more on Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet more than he has with Aaron Jones on the Vikings.
Yeah,
when he was a Viking last year, which is not a bad thing. I mean, if you can hand it off, hand it off. But eventually, Kenneth Walker is going to get hurt. We've seen it every year. He's not going to stay healthy.
He's the MC of Seattle.
And then Sam Darnold is going to have to step up, and that's going to be the real test is what do you do now that when you're the only guy that can make the plays?
Yeah.
Mac Jones, obviously, he's not going to be the starter.
Now, I have a question for you.
They're with Brock Purdy.
I have a question for you.
Good.
So, say, for example, Mac Jones looks really good this week, and you win. And you could play Brock Purdy next week. Is there a chance of coach and be like, no, let's give him another week to rest? Just to make sure he's 100%?
Yeah. I mean,
do you ever run into an issue after that where, say, if it's 5 weeks with Mac Jones is 5-0, let's say 1,500 passing yards and 10-1 interception, because I think he only has one interception to like 7 touchdowns right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you go back to Brock Purdy still?
Yeah, I do. Because one, that's your franchise guy. Gave him a contract. You're not going to not play him if you paid him. Mac Jones, we've seen what he can do. He's been to the playoffs with the Patriots. Went to Jacksonville last year when Trevor Lawrence got hurt. He outperformed him, but I believe they had the same record. It wasn't much of a difference, but it seemed like the offense did play a lot more fluent with Mac Jones.
Brian Thomas looked a million times better.
Yeah, Brian Thomas definitely looked better. And then you got Mac Jones and the 49ers. Kyle Shanahan is the quarterback whisperer, whether we like it or not. Just like the running back whisperer. It doesn't matter who he has, a quarterback or running back. I think they're just going to have a game. Mac Jones, he's 3-0 right now. Like I said, he's a backup quarterback for the starter who's Brock Purdy. They paid him. They're going to play him. If he's 100% healthy. Like, I could see them being like, oh, let's give him another week. Make sure he's 100% healthy. And then we'll start making, like, our run with him. We've saw both times they brought Brock Purdy back that he just re-injured himself. So I think there's more to it than what we actually know. But if Brock Purdy's 100% healthy, they definitely bring him back, and Mac Jones is back to being a backup. And I don't think it matters how the offense performs either with Brock Purdy.
So
Like they could be worse, and they'll still play Brock Purdy. That's
my
just they
my,
hate
my
him.
next question then is, say Brock Purdy goes in and like a 2 week span, 2 losses, and Brock Purdy looks horrendous. And then you start saying to yourself, damn, we're starting to play with house money now. Like, and what I mean by that, like with playoff and Super Bowl aspirations.
I don't think there's any like. All right, if you're playing this bad with Brock Purdy, and you expect to play better with Mac Jones as a backup, with the little playoff experience Mac Jones has, I'm definitely going to want Brock Purdy over Mac Jones when it comes to the playoffs.
Yeah.
But if you're thinking like Super Bowl aspirations, you're just going to stick with Brock Purdy. You're going to see if he can get the job done.
Yeah.
If you're this late in the season and you're like, oh, this is the make or break game, we're either in or out, you're going to play Brock Purdy because you need to know if he's the guy.
Yeah, I get that. I just feel like, again, if Purdy's playing bad and you start seeing loss after loss kind of start piling up and you start seeing that division get further and further away, I don't know if you don't maybe consider taking that, making that change.
Now, what teams have done, which the coaching staff is going to tell the fans anything. What teams have done is we've seen this before. Players get hurt or not get hurt. Well, yeah, they get hurt in the beginning of the year. They come back, play horrible, and then all of a sudden they're hurt again.
Yeah.
And then they bring in that backup player who has been outperforming them all year. We could see that, but I just don't think Kyle Shanahan is in that mindset, especially when you have a player like CMC on your team who's constantly injured and still is the starter.
Yeah, no, I get that.
And the wide receiver core. Like you got Jawan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall, Brandon Ayuk. They're all constantly hurt.
Yeah. Brandon Ayuk isn't even playing a snap this year, I don't think. Unless they make it.
I think so.
And even if he gets healthy, I don't think you play him once the playoffs start. He might be good.
No. There's no reason to.
No.
But I do hats off to Kyle Shanahan. He is a great offensive minded coach.
He is.
He is literally plugging and playing with anybody he can and still winning games.
He has shown that he is one, in my mind, just offensive minded. I'm not talking about Super Bowl accolades. I'm talking about just coaching the offense, right? One of the greatest offensive minded coaches you've seen, I feel like.
Yeah, especially in like this era of football. And with the hand he's dealt with these injured players, like he took Jimmy Garoppolo to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like,
well, also too, every time he's gone to a Super Bowl, he's played like another all-time great across from him though too. Like he's hadn't had the luxury of having like a weak head coach across from him.
Yeah.
Schematically wise, you know what I'm saying?
This is why he played against Andy Reid, and then I think he played Andy Reid twice.
Wasn't Bill Belichick too? Was Jimmy G against New England, or was that the year against New England, or was that the year against San Fran?
That was the year against the Chiefs.
Chiefs, yeah.
I mean, it does suck when you're playing your mentor in the grandest stage of them all.
Yeah, but then you got to remember in Atlanta too. He played Bill Belichick in the Super Bowl, right?
I don't remember.
That was the year they lost to New England. Remember that was that he was with Atlanta. They blew that 20-point game.
Was he? He wasn't the head coach.
He was on that coaching. He was an offensive coach there though. OC.
Oh.
And remember they got shut out the whole second half.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's had the bad luck of running against like some other all-time great coaching too. He has never had a slouch on the other side.
Yeah. But yeah, Mac Jones is playing well. Hopefully he can keep it up for his sake anyway. We'll get an NFL contract with a different team, which we might see soon with the LA Rams. Matthew Stafford, he might be retiring after this year.
Yeah, we'll see. He looks really good though. That's the crazy part.
He looks good, but He seems like he's like Brett Favre. He gets hit in his back. That's it. It's a
Yeah.
wrap.
Yeah, that's interesting because Mac Jones might have a few places if he looks good to go to after this year. Because the Raiders, depending on how bad they suck, if they can't get a quarterback they like, with their Pete Carroll too, he's not
Yeah.
an offensive minded coach, but he's a good head coach, so he would get the right offensive coordinator in there.
Let's talk about a couple different quarterbacks. Baker Mayfield.
Looks
Obviously, he's the leading for MVP right now. He has what, 3 or 4 fourth quarter comebacks this
they're
year already.
it's four. Every game they've won has been a fourth quarter comeback.
I If that doesn't scream MVP, I don't know what does.
Yeah. Now
That's the definition of most valuable player right there.
I think Baker is definitely the front runner by a landslide at MVP. Um, I think the only people that can kind of maybe catch him, and it's going to sound crazy to say this, I think Dak Prescott might be able to catch him. Maybe. Like I'm saying, that's like second or third in line in MVP talks right now. I think Dak
Yeah.
Prescott is that second or third because he's honestly, Dak's probably playing the best football we've ever seen too, that he's played. You know, he's playing very well
Yeah.
complementary football as well. Um,
I think it's definitely between Baker, Dak, and Stafford right now.
yeah.
Stafford's playing unbelievably. I think Stafford leads the league in touchdowns too. Yeah, he does. No, Jared Goff does.
No. But
Stafford's second.
I think you got to put Daniel Jones in that conversation to an extent too, because he's exceeding his stats that you'd like too, specifically, like completion percentage, QBRs, yards per attempt. I think he's number one in yards per attempt right now. I think he's top three in the other two categories.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. He has the most 40-yard passes. His rating is 105.1, which is fantastic. He only has, and he's leading the league not leading the league, but he is third in completion percentage, tied with Dak Prescott.
Yeah, so he's putting up really good
And
numbers.
Darnold's in front of him, and who else is in front of him? Jared Goff. Yards per attempt, he has 8.6. I believe he is second in the league for that. Sam Darnold has first on that. Sam Darnold's having a quietly good year.
Yeah.
I don't think it's enough to win MVP, but definitely having a decent year.
Well, you got, and then the other thing too is you got what, 12 more games left? I mean,
Yeah.
games left. Anything can change too. If he keeps up this and stays consistent all year like this, all it takes is for a Baker to have a 3-4 week bad stretch.
Another quiet year, a quietly good year is Pat Mahomes. I thought this was going to be the Pat Mahomes revenge year. He was going to put up 50 touchdowns, but that doesn't seem to be the case. But he is playing like an MVP. He's definitely putting the team on his back. That defense is god awful. For some odd reason, they played like the best defense in the world against the Ravens. Other than that, they suck.
For some reason, Spagnuolo really coaches up a good defense against the Ravens.
All he does is rush everybody. That's it. That's all he has to do.
And that's a struggle every year, regardless how bad the O-line is, regardless how bad the team is. It's always a
struggle. Another quarterback I want to talk about is I know Fun Football Podcast is going to hate this, but Jordan Love. I don't think he's good. I think he had a flash or two in the beginning of the year. But like I've said for the past 6 weeks, you got to prove more to me, dude. You're not putting the team on your back. He's not throwing as much. And the reason he's not throwing as much is because he doesn't want those turnovers that kept popping up in the last 2 seasons. But what are you doing, dude? The defense is doing all the work.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is you got $55 million a year quarterback, and you still got to see more, and that's the problem. Like say what you want to say about
Wow,
Brock
dude.
Purdy, but when there's been the big moments, he has performed to some extent. Like in that playoff run last year, he had a lot of games where he had to win them with his legs, and I
Yeah.
don't think you win them games. I don't think you've seen them moments from Jordan Love yet at all.
I don't think you're ever going to see him, dude. And he's only getting older. I mean, we've seen Geno Smith and Sam Darnold, go crazy
Yeah,
late in their career.
but
But
the difference with Sam Darnold is he was like, I don't think Sam Darnold was ever probably that bad. I think his situation was bad to start. Jordan Love's been in a great situation.
yeah, I agree 100%. He has been in the best situation he possibly can be in.
You sat 2 years behind a Hall of Fame quarterback and learned. You have a great head coach. You always have always have competent weapons on the offense. I think the weapons look worse because of Jordan Love. I think these weapons look better without Jordan Love. I think Romeo Dobbs looks better without Jordan Love.
Who was the quarter? Malik Willis, dude. He outperformed Jordan Love last year.
And remember,
And I'll stand on it. Malik Willis was doing the fucking job in Green Bay last year.
Malik Willis lost his job at one point to Will Levis.
Yeah, but that's because the Titans are the Titans.
Yeah.
Where's Will Levis now?
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's a shot at Jordan Love as well too. Is like you got outperformed by a guy who got that.
He lost his job to Mayo, man. Like, I don't even know what team Malik Willis plays for now. I don't even think he plays for the Packers anymore.
I think he's on Philly. I think he's like third string on Philly. He was on Philly last year at one point too. I think, but I don't think he's there anymore. Actually.
Yeah, that's right. He did get traded. That's right.
But I don't know where he's at now. I don't think he's with Philly now.
So you're telling me Jordan Love got outperformed by Malik Willis. Malik Willis gets traded, goes to Philly, and still ends up with a ring.
Yeah.
Jordan Love's the problem.
Yeah.
I think they need to start looking for another quarterback because Jordan Love. He's not a terrible quarterback. He's the standard. Okay, he's the standard like pocket passing quarterback. You'll get some bad throws, you'll get some good throws, but you're not going to get great throws, and you're not going to get like really terrible throws. But he's not a guy that's going to get the job done.
He's not a true franchise quarterback.
Yeah, exactly.
And the problem is you have so many players right now that are paid like franchise quarterbacks that are not. Tua's not a franchise.
Tua's career is over, dude.
I'm gonna be honest. Trevor Lawrence is still in that conversation of possibly not being one. I feel like he's still getting paid off of his high school and college.
Another quarterback getting carried by his defense.
You have a lot of these guys that are top paid that aren't top paid players.
Kyler Murray, not top.
Oh, he's done. His career. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think his career is done after this year. Not like done. I don't think you're ever going to consider any way possible talking about Kyler Murray as a franchise quarterback after this year.
Yeah. CJ Stroud needs to pick it up, dude, or he's going to be on that block too.
It's not even him. It's that O-line is terrible, dude.
How is Spencer Rattler having a decent year?
He's the genius here. That bridge style quarterback that's getting lucky breaks.
Dude, Tyler Stroh, whatever his name is, I think he's going to be a dog.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
I don't know. Just something about him.
Like what?
I don't know. He's a big dude. And he can throw the ball far. His like arm power is ridiculous.
Yeah, but you can't throw an accurate 5-yard pass.
What?
You remember
tripping right now?
Video that went viral of him missing the wide receiver on like a slant route, like by a mile.
Okay.
Yeah,
Caleb Williams does that every game.
Who?
Caleb Williams does that every game, and he's still a pretty good quarterback.
Oh, hey, let's talk about that now. Caleb Williams versus Jaden Daniels this week, right?
Jaden Daniels is in a slump, dude.
Caleb Williams might change his narrative this week if he beats.
I think the Bears win. I'm not sure who I picked on my pick'ems, but I'm more confident in the Bears. They have just a more. It's in Washington, I'm pretty sure. Or
Dude,
maybe it's in Chicago. I'm not sure. But Jaden Daniels, I don't know. I don't know if he's still hurt. I
I
don't
think
know.
part of it. My bad. I mean, cut you off. But I think part of it is like Washington's more overrated. We overrated them last
Well,
as a team.
I went over. So now that you say
Like,
that, I went over
you got to
their
remember, they're
schedule
what?
in the off season, and they had a cakewalk. Like they have one of the easiest schedules in the NFL. So this year, it's not so easy because they got to play playoff teams. Not saying Jaden
I don't
Daniels
think
is
it's all.
bad. I still think he's great, but
I don't. I think that's part of it. I think also too is like I think they put up a stat where it's like 8 or 9 wins last year that was decided by one score, like a score or less, like less 7 or less. And a lot of plays last year. Remember, it was a fumble or this. That a lot of plays went the right way for Washington last year. And you got to remember, they were like on third down conversion last year. You're not going to be 80% on third down conversion every year. You know what I'm saying? Like last year, everything that could have gone right went right for them.
yeah, I don't even see. I know he was hurt. I don't even see Daniel's stats on. Okay, so 664. He's had 4 touchdowns, no picks. I don't think he has any fumbles. A 93.2 QBR or passer rating. Another quarterback that we want to talk about. He plays for the Minnesota Vikings. He has a Super Bowl ring.
Oh.
Another red rifle, Carson Wentz.
How sad are you right now?
You're the JJ McCarthy fan. I don't know why you're
Don't
saying that.
backtrack now. Don't backtrack
You're
now.
not backtracking shit. Your word ain't shit. That's why nobody fucking believes you anymore.
You're the JJ McCarthy. Dude, you were wrong about almost every quarterback this year. JJ McCarthy
You're
might not get
tripping on the biggest amount of fucking horse dick I've ever seen in my life.
JJ McCarthy might not get his job back this year.
I don't think they stick with Carson Wentz. Ain't no way.
Are you stressing?
No, I mean the Vikings don't have a quarterback. They're sitting there. They're literally plugging in anybody they can.
I mean, are you? So
you're the JJ McCarthy guy. I don't know what you're fucking talking about.
Should have the Vikings paid Sam Darnold $75 million?
I said it wouldn't be a bad move, but they did waste the first round pick.
What? Who said it wouldn't be a bad move? To do what?
I did. I said it wouldn't be a terrible move, but if I'm the Vikings, I'm gonna go with JJ McCarthy because he's the first round pick.
Dude, I wish I was not on my phone right now.
I would take that. Dude, I would take that over paying Sam Darnold all this money and then bring more and add more to the defense, which they did in the offseason. They did exactly what I said they would do in the offseason, and it's panning out to be
over.
I mean, JJ McCarthy's hurt, but they have Carson Wentz in, and their defense is
no years not an overpay.
You're tripping dick.
JJ McCarthy, you first off, I wish I was on my phone so I could call Timmy. You were the biggest dick rider of JJ McCarthy. He won a national championship.
Your word ain't shit, dog. Your word ain't shit. I didn't say that at all. I've never said that in my life. You're tripping on straight dick.
He said keep Sam Darnold for 2 years, $50 million, $25 a year. Oh, you're smoking crack. You shouldn't be doing all that. And now look at this. Sam Darnold looks a million times better.
He does look good with the Seattle Seahawks, yeah.
So, your boy JJ might not get his job back.
Your boy JJ, you're smoking on straight cock. Like you are a gay man smoking on dick on Baltimore Street.
No, you like guys like.
I'm a clip it since your word is not shit, dog. Like you're a fucking liar.
Like, all these
Your word
guys.
is not shit. I have people, Austin and Guido, both told me that you are a fucking liar. You and Timmy just dick ride each other. It's like you guys pull each other out and go like this. Now he's frozen. Instead of worrying about JJ McCarthy, maybe you should get a better phone plan.
You hear what I said?
You got a new Wi-Fi now?
Yeah. Did you hear what I said? My bad.
No.
So Austin's afraid of me in fantasy football, which regardless how good or bad my team is every year, I beat the shit out of him. And Guido is never brave enough to say these things to me. So that's why they say it to you. So let's move along.
My 2 to your 1. Your word ain't shit. You're a liar. That's all I know.
Right. Call Timmy real quick.
No, because he's a liar too. You guys fucking choke on each other's meat. It's ridiculous.
Okay. All right.
And he's a Tua fan. His word ain't shit.
All right. You're right. He is a Tua fan, but your word ain't shit. You definitely rode JJ.
You like mid-white quarterbacks, and he likes fucking Hawaiian dog shit.
See, this is the thing that drives me crazy.
You like JJ. You're a huge JJ guy. You're like, oh, Jim Harbaugh got him a championship. You and Timmy were both saying that shit. And I'm like, okay, he's not bad, but he was a first-round pick for I don't know what fucking reason. They're not going to pay Sam Darnold because they already had the first-round pick on their quarterback that they want to play. They played him. He got hurt. They're playing Carson Wentz now, and it's probably the same outcome, maybe even better with Carson Wentz because he actually throws the fucking football. JJ McCarthy sucks. You're sucking cock right now. You're drinking cum out of a fucking can, shitty ass Western fucking ale, and Timmy is sucking onto his cock.
Dude, I cannot believe that you're going to blatantly sit up here and lie.
And there we go. There we go. You're a liar. Word ain't shit.
And then the fact that you're going to use Guido, who isn't even brave enough to come on the pod, as a reference.
You hear that, Guido? What are you afraid of?
Hopefully he comes on one time. All right, let's move to other quarterbacks real quick. Let's go to another team. After the Bills lost to the Patriots, if you're a Bills fan, are you concerned?
Yeah, I am. Because Josh Allen sucks. Got his ass beat by fucking Drake May.
Hold on. You there?
Yeah. As a Bills fan, I'm worried. Because I don't believe the Bills, besides the Ravens, have really played anybody. And they struggled against the Ravens. And they just lost to Drake May. Not saying Drake May's a bad quarterback. But Drake May tore up that defense. That defense is shaky.
My bad. That's not me. I'm in the truck running the truck Wi-Fi, and it keeps crashing on me, I think. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
So what you say about the Bills, my bad. So why are you concerned, and how concerned are you?
So I was just going over the games. No, they're playing the Falcons. Do I think the Falcons can beat the Bills? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on. Schedule jumped.
Well, the Bills defense.
All right, the Ravens walk into Orchard Park. They lose. We all fucking know they should have won. The Bills should have been 0-1. Okay? They played the Jets. Josh Allen didn't have to do shit. All they did was run the ball. Jets lose. Jets are ass. They're 0-4. They suck. Bills play the Dolphins. Why did they struggle? Bills play the Saints. Why did they struggle? Then the straw that broke the camel's back. The Patriots roll into town and win.
Yeah.
Because the Bills what? Struggled.
Yeah. So
Not only the Bills, Josh Allen too.
yeah. So
What's going on?
did you watch that game, or did you just go by the stats?
I went by highlights.
So how many times? I think this is an issue you have with the offense, and I think this is one thing I think you're missing with Stephon Diggs. It was like the first quarter I watched, I think it was, and it was 2 turnovers
He
by
was tearing them up, dude.
no by no. I'm talking about from the Bills' offensive player standpoint. Keon Cole dropped the ball and turned it into a fumble. Kincaid dropped the ball and turned it into a fumble. There's 2 specific turnovers that were in receivers' hands that they fumbled it. Like, it's showing you're missing that number one guy kind of right now.
Oh yeah.
And I think like last year you played with house money with not having skill position around you. This year though now they're loading up the box. They're forcing every person to play man to man, and they're making the Keon Colemans and all of them try to beat you, which is not working this year. And then this is my last thing. A buddy of mine at work was talking to me about it, right? The Bills have the same problems the Ravens have, where when you go in, your game plan's not working right away, and what you do at best does not work right away. You completely flip the switch, the script of what you do, if that makes sense. And what I mean by that with the Bills case this game, where it's like they went away from James Cook so early. Like the fact that they got behind and the running game wasn't working as well as they wanted early, they completely got rid of it. And I think that's the same issue that Ravens has sometimes, especially in the playoffs, where it's like when their identity is not working right away, they try to go away from it, if that makes sense. I think if they would have run the ball more in Buffalo, they could have still won that game.
I think the Bills are gonna. I think Bills fans are gonna get a wake up call, dude.
Now, say if you go out this week against Atlanta and you beat the fuck out of Atlanta, do you feel better now?
Depends on how the defense performed.
Well, this is the thing. I'm gonna tell you right now. I had to talk to a buddy at work. Right, the one thing about the defense is not good, but they have that bend don't break mentality. I'm gonna tell you why. The Ravens turning tide. What was the turning tide?
What do you mean? The Ravens Bills game?
The fourth quarter. What was the biggest impact play that probably really changed the game a lot? The Derrick Henry turnover, right?
Yeah, that fumble.
Right? The defense forced a fumble. The Miami game. You remember Miami was driving, about to score and win it. What did the Bills defense do? Pick off Tua.
Yeah, forced the turnover.
Then in the New Orleans Saints game, the Saints were driving down, about to score, take the lead. I think the Bills were up by 3.
Yeah, Spencer Rattler threw. It wasn't Spencer Rattler. It was somebody else threw a pick.
Yeah.
It was the
But long story short, the defense got a pick. Buffalo drives down, put another 7 up. Instead of being up by 3, they're up by 10 with no time left. So their defense has that when they need a turnover, they get a turnover, if that makes sense. So the defense isn't good as a whole, but they have that bend don't break mentality, I feel like. Which I think is a good sign for Buffalo. Because I think we're all sure, regardless how the season happens, Buffalo makes the playoffs one way or another.
Yeah, I think the Bills are going to make the playoffs, but I don't think they get the first seed. Because I'm looking at the schedule now, and if they struggle against these 3 teams, playing Atlanta, I feel like it's going to be a struggle. Atlanta's not a slouch. They are sneaky good. Panthers, they'll beat the Panthers. Chiefs, I think they lose. Bills play the Dolphins again. They're in Miami. I still think the Bills win, but they can lose. Bucks go to Orchard Park. I think Bills lose. I think Baker tears them up. I think the offense will be too overpowered for them.
Yeah.
To stop. Bills and Texans. I think the Texans lose. I don't think the Texans are shit. Bills and Steelers. That's going to be a tough game. It can go either way. Bills, Bengals. Bengals going to lose. Bills, Patriots again in New England. If you can't beat them in your own house, what makes you think you're going to walk into New England and beat them?
I don't.
So I think it depends on where Drake May is on that part of the season.
Yeah,
because it's towards the latter part. I think it depends on their records.
Yeah, I don't see Buffalo losing twice in New England. It is going to be harder because your second game is in New England, but I don't see them losing twice. But it could. Like New England's offense the team looks good. So
Bills versus Browns. I can see the Bills losing, but I do have them winning.
Yeah.
Eagles and Bills, that can go either way. I feel like with the way the Eagles have been playing, same as the Bills, they're kind of both right there in the same pot. They're struggling to win their games, and I don't know. Jalen Hurts looks bad. Like he looks really bad.
A bad step back.
AJ Brown is a problem. Now, if AJ Brown gets traded to the Bills, we're gonna see something different.
Why?
But
Is that something that's being talked about?
yeah, it was a rumor. It's just it's one of those trade like hypotheticals that's been going around. But Eagles and Bills, I think that game could go either way. I'd probably lean more towards the Eagles because they're a more complete team.
They have a better defense.
Yeah, they have a way better defense. I like their defense a lot. Jets and Bills. Bills are going to win. Jets are shit. Their coach is god awful. And they have Justin Fields is having a great year. Their coach just sucks.
Yeah, and you know what? One of the worst part?
That defense is terrible.
One of the worst part, Justin Fields is going to get all the blame.
Oh, yeah, I know. It always goes to the quarterback
for some reason. Like, even that Dallas game they lost, Justin Fields tried to bring him back.
Yeah. But, yeah, if I'm a Bills fan, I'm worried because it's a potential wild card, and then that's just more playoff games to play.
Yeah.
To get to the Super Bowl. Dude, you want as less games as possible.
The people, not you, but people clown me for saying the Patriots are going to be the second best team, if not the best. Like, I had the Patriots high this year. And I had the Patriots.
I had them high, was it last year? I think last year I had them high up. And then they shit the bed completely. But I think this year they're going to be pretty decent. I had Miami last, and I'm not far off.
No. I had Miami.
The Jets suck.
I had Miami last. I had Jets 3, Patriots 2, Bills 1.
In. Hey, man, what's the standings right now? The Patriots could take the division.
Yeah, they could still. Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely think they will. I mean, not will, but I think they could. Now, this week's a big week, though, because who did the Patriots play this week?
The Patriots play the Saints.
Oh, they should beat the shit out of Saints.
I don't think they'll beat the shit out of them, but I think they do beat them.
The Saints have looked better than what people thought this year.
No, like I said, Spencer Rattler has been playing pretty good. It's that defense just sucks. Like, I feel like a lot of these offenses in the NFL play well. A lot of them do. Like 95% of them do. And then the defense just shits the bed.
Well, defense can't play defense anymore anyway.
I don't know about that. Chiefs get away with it. They get away with playing tough defense.
Physicality got taken away.
But like, I'm gonna name off some teams with pretty good offenses. So you got Bills, Patriots. Even where the Dolphins are at without Tyreek Hill, they're still a pretty good offense. Jets have a good offense. Steelers, we've seen this year, have a pretty decent offense. Bengals offense, on paper, looks good. This year, they've been shit. Ravens offense, we're minus Lamar Jackson. And Mark Andrews is awful. Browns offense turned it up last week. Colts offense is crazy. Jaguars offense sucks. They're getting carried by their defense. Texans offense sucks. Their O-line sucks. Titans offense is bad. So I named 1, 2, 3, 4 offenses that suck.
Yeah.
So far. Chargers are good. Broncos are good. Chiefs are good. Raiders are not bad. They're not bad.
Who?
The Raiders. The Raiders offense.
Everything but the quarterback's good. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a turnover machine. But they can move the ball down the field.
Yeah, and then he turns it over once the red zone hits.
Eagles offense has been because Saquon's not been like that. The receiving core hasn't been like that. They're not terrible, but they're not like great. Commanders' offense has been pretty good, even with Marcus Mariota in. Cowboys' offense has been great. Giants' offense started turning up even with Russell Wilson, they weren't bad.
No.
With Russell Wilson had 500-yard game, almost 500-yard game.
But it's against Dallas's defense. It's always a little inflated.
Lions' offense is great. Packers' offense sucks. Josh Jacobs is the only guy there. Vikings' offense has been okay. Bears' offense has been good. Bucks' offense is great. Falcons' offense has been good. Panthers' offense has been surprisingly good.
Yeah.
They've been surprisingly really good. Saints' offense is good. 49ers' offense has been really good. Seahawks' offense has been really good. Rams' offense is really good. Cardinals' offense has been decent. That has not been bad.
No.
So you got one team in the NFC and then 4 teams in the AFC. So that's 5 teams.
Yeah.
With bad offenses.
And it's a shame because Marvin Harrison started turning around some, and then now Kyler's hurt.
Yeah. Hopefully Jacoby Brissett throws to him because I have Marvin Harrison in some leagues.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go with let's cap it off with the fantasy football starts and sits. If you're watching right now, comment your start and sit questions. We will answer them live here. If not, we will answer them on X. We will make a post on X and answer them before the 1:00 games start. All right.
Well, as of right now, Sutton and Jake.
Bo Nix scores the touchdown.
Who?
Not to Cortland Sutton.
Yeah, everybody's getting the ball except for people I need to get the ball today. That's great. Oh,
talk about Sutton. So in the Brews and Ball League, me and Matt did a trade. He's currently sitting at 1-4. I'm 3-2. We made a trade. I had Cortland Sutton. He traded me Travion Henderson and the hurt right now, Lamar Jackson. The chat had something to say about it. And I feel like it was a fairly decent trade.
I think the reason is that, the reason why it's decent, we both got something that benefited. Like, I needed a wide receiver that was true, number one, another one, if that makes sense. And you got a quarterback that, when he comes back, if he gets back to 30 points a game, it upgrades you by 10 points per game.
Yeah. So I'm playing high risk, high reward. He's playing what he needs now. I think that was a pretty decent trade for what the teams we got right now.
And I feel like I'm the Baltimore Ravens man, bro. It's like this week is a loss, but after that, I can go on a big run.
You got a lot of hurt players. Mike Evans, Bucky Irving.
Yeah. But reason
Jamar Chase is questionable, but they said he'll play. I think he just is battling an illness.
Who?
Jamar Chase.
They already said he's playing. They already said
the Jets scored? When did the Jets score?
I don't know. But, long story short, the way that league set up there is I play Matt next week. And all of his running backs are on a bye. And then I play Timmy the following week, and he has JSN Bowers on a bye, CeeDee Lamb's hurt, and then Hubbard's hurt, depending on if they come back by then.
Okay.
I can go on a 2-game run, at least. And
yeah, I don't know how Timmy's 4-1. That's crazy.
Huh?
Timmy's 4-1. It's ridiculous.
Well, he loses this week, I think, right?
Oh, he's getting whooped. He has CeeDee Lamb out, Brock Bowers out, and he hasn't changed his lineup yet.
No.
I'm not telling him either.
Hubbard's out, too.
Yep.
So, he's pretty hurt right
Aaron
now.
Jones is on IR. Kincaid's questionable. Jennings is questionable.
Yeah, all of his players are hurt or on buys.
Yeah.
I think I can go on a nice little run, though. And like I talked about it, I don't need to get the first place. I just need to get the third.
Yeah. You just need to be in there to get to the playoffs. It's all about what the game's about. It's getting to the playoffs.
My team's not bad once everyone gets healthy, if I get in the playoffs. You got to think about it. My running backs are going to be Bucky, Brees Hall, and Bill in the flex. My receiver is going to be Jamar Chase and Harrison. Tight ends, Goddard. Quarterbacks, either Drake May or Sam Donald, which isn't great, but
Oh my god. I had Hubbard in my lineup in one league, but there's like nobody to replace him with.
That's how it was in my 12 man last week, man. I had all these buys and injuries. Did I tell you about my 12 man? How bad I got screwed? I lost last week, but I had no options. So I had
Yeah.
Bijan, Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs, and Matthew Golden all in a buy. Mike Evans out. Terry McLaurin out. I was screwed so bad last year. My
All right.
first
So
two picks,
fantasy starts and stuff. Go ahead.
my first two picks were all in a buy the same week. Bijan and Josh Jacobs.
Mm.
That really sucked.
So I feel like by this point, everybody should know who they're starting.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you drafted them, especially rounds 1 through 4, you're definitely going to start them. Right now, I'll just tell you one of my lineups. This is the League of Champions one, the one I run. Herbert is my quarterback. I got Genti and Marion Hampton got hurt, so I had to pick up Vidal. So he's in the lineup. And then, I got the hero, Emike Egbuka. I was so high on him in the offseason, and he's just proven me right. This dude is a monster. And I paired him up with JSN, who's another monster who I hyped up all off season, and he's just going crazy. Tight end, I have Sam Laporta. We have 2 flex spots in this league. Dalton Kincaid, who's questionable right now. I don't know his official status. He says that oblique is questionable to play Monday. I might have to swap him out because there might not be anybody else to play. And then I have Elik Ayamanor. I don't know how to say his name. The wide receiver off of the Titans.
He's looked pretty decent.
Yeah, he's not bad, but after that Calvin Ridley game last week, it's kind of hard to judge on whether I should start him or not. But I have nobody on my bench. Like my bench is Bo Nix, Tajay Spears, Dante Thornton off of the Raiders, and TJ Hawkinson, who's on a bye. He would be in my flex option, but he's on a bye. Ricky Pearsall's out, Amarian Hampton's out, and Joe Burrow is out.
Hey, so real quick, pull up my roster because I can't right now for that same league, and let chat decide who has a better team.
All right, so for the quarterback, you're rocking with Dak Prescott, who's been pretty good. He's ranked number 5 in fantasy quarterback. Josh Jacobs, who's having a pretty good year. He's kind of the mid-range, mid-tier running backs. Kyron Williams, who's having a great year. I'm very high on him. He's in I have a lot of Kyron stock. Marvin Harrison Jr., I have a lot of stock on him as well. Cortland Sutton, which now you have him in both leagues. This guy had stock on. Tight end, you have Jake Ferguson, who's right now the tight end 1 of the league and probably will finish that because he's getting all the targets with CeeDee Lamb out. For your 2 flex options, you have Devontae Smith, who did not have a great game against the Giants, and Derrick Henry, who probably won't have a great game against the Rams.
No.
Your bench is filled with Baker Mayfield. So you're pretty good at quarterback. Like one goes down, you got another. DJ Moore, wide receiver. He's been shitty all year. Romeo Dobbs, he had 1 breakout. I think he had 3 touchdowns last week or 2 weeks ago.
Two. I think 2, yeah.
2 weeks ago, 3 touchdowns. Insane. But is he going to do that again? Probably not.
No.
Quentin Johnston, who's been a waiver wire hero lately. He's battling injury right now. And Mason Taylor, a tight end that I was talking to you about yesterday. I said I really liked him, and I acquired a lot of stock in him in a bunch of leagues.
Did you see the trade I made in that league?
No.
Because it's pending.
J.K. Dobbins for DJ Moore and Oh, so you're getting J.K.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad.
To add more depth to my running back core.
That
was a move. That was a move. That was a move, I thought.
Yeah, you got away with that one. Jesus.
When I saw I got notification saying it got accepted, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's looking like he has running backs. It looks like he needs wide receivers because Terry McLaurin and Darius Slayton are both out.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a pretty good trade with you guys, depending on what you guys needed.
I think that's just my mindset was I only had 3 running backs, and I wanted to add a little bit more depth at running back. And J.K. Dobbins, and I was high on him this year as a late round pick, and I'm showing that I was right on that one.
Yeah. Here's a league we're both in. Hate First Fantasy League by Hate First Sports.
My team's so shaky. I think is that the one I'm. Is that one I'm
we're,
5?
we're both 3-2 in this.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, I'm ahead of you because of points. But yeah, you're in 5th place. I'm in 3rd place. My team consists of Bo Nix, which I put a lot of stock in, and it seems like it's not working with him this year. I think him and Jaden Daniels are both having a slump, but Bo Nix right now is 11 for 13, 101 yards and a touchdown. 1 carry for 11 yards, which is not bad.
Yeah, he's hitting everyone bust up.
Yeah, so I got for running backs, I have Ashton Genty and Devin Achane, which have both been really good for me. Genty, it took him a minute to get started, but the last 2 weeks have been great. Again, Emeka Egbuka, JSN. Tight end, I have Jake Tongas. After that, I don't know who I'm going to have at tight end because once George Kittle's back, I'm going to have to look for a new one. I have Charbonnet, Kendrick Bourne because of the injured Ricky Pearsall. I picked up Kendrick Bourne to see if he gets some more volume like he did last week. I have Kamani Vidal again, Travis Hunter, Dante Thornton, Juwan Jennings, and Amarian Hampton on IR. I have a lot of Amarian Hampton stock in most leagues I'm in, and I was heartbroken when he got hurt. That was bad.
Amari Hampton.
Yeah. So your roster in the Hate First League, you got Herbert, Javonte Williams, Brees Hall, Amon-Ra, Romeo Doubs, Fannin, the rookie tight end for the Browns, Travion Henderson, Isaiah Pacheco, Justin Fields on the bench, Bucky Irving is hurt, Mike Evans is hurt, Jordan Addison on a bye, and Mark Andrews at tight end. Your team looks really bad this week.
Right now because of injury. Once injury fixes
injury, yeah, because you got Dobbs in there who probably won't do well. Travion Henderson still hasn't gotten the running back one. Isaiah Pacheco sucks.
I had to because I had injuries. I had to pick somebody up. So
if you win, it would be a miracle.
Now go to the last league we're in.
The last league, is that the Triple B or is that the Brews with Dave league?
Yeah, Brews with Dave. Yeah, Brews with Dave. Now I'm loaded in that team league.
I'm 4-1. I didn't realize I was 4-1.
I'm 5-0.
Getting my ass beat this week. All right, so my team consists of Pat Mahomes, who's I think he's number 2 for fantasy quarterbacks. Let's check. He's number 3. Kyron Williams, Bijan Robinson, Marvin Harrison Jr., Michael Pittman, Travis Kelce, Michael Carter, Keon Coleman, and on my bench I have Bucky Irving, Justice Hill, Kenneth Gainwell, Jerry Jeudy, Mark Andrews, and Kittle is on IR. So once Kittle's back, I think I'll be able to swap Kelce for Coleman and get my lineup back to where it was, averaging 135 points a game. Not bad. You're 5-0.
Yeah.
We got Dak Prescott, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jonathan. How did you get Jonathan Taylor and Jahmyr Gibbs? Were you how the hell did you do that?
I was the 4th pick, I think.
I'm about to see what when he was drafted. You got Jonathan Taylor in round 3.
Oh, you give him a 3? Yeah.
Jahmyr Gibbs round 1, of course. Yeah. And then you got DK Metcalf, Tenson McMillan, who's pretty good. I like him. Jake Ferguson, tight end 1, Quentin Johnston, waiver wire hero. You picked up Rachaad White, who has been, living up to what he's supposed to.
Yeah.
With Bucky Irving out. You have Lamar Jackson, who's out, Travion Henderson, Mike Evans, Jacoby Myers, and Hunter Henry. That is a loaded fucking team. Too bad you couldn't
Yeah.
do that in the money leagues.
Yeah, I know. Well, I got Lamar in the second round. That's how I got JT in the third. I'm assuming Lamar was my second pick.
Are you in the hot take one?
I don't
don't
think
think-
so. No. Oh, did I tell you too? Of course, I played Goddard and Scatterbo in my one dynasty league this week.
Yeah, went crazy.
Worst part, I'm still projected to win. So.
You played against them?
Yeah.
I
But you know my team. You know my team's loaded in that league anyway. That's one I tell you about all the time. My dynasty. Like, even if someone has a good, I mean, I'm averaging in that league 185 points a game.
Yeah, dude. So we got no starts and sits question. We will be posting on X around noon for the 1:00 games, 1:00, 4:30 games, and Sunday night, Monday night games. We'll be answering questions. I think we've been pretty good about answering questions and giving the correct start and sits.
Yeah.
I don't think we've hardly been wrong on players we've picked.
Except for my team.
Yeah, except for Matt's team and every money league he's in.
No, negative. I'm about to dog walk your league.
You say that now until your team starts dropping like flies.
My team hasn't yet, though.
So with JK, dude, 4 carries at 4 yards. Why is he ass, dude? What's wrong with him?
Is he having a bad? Is he really 4 carries, 4 yards right now?
Yeah, I need
That's
30 from him.
That really sucks. And Brees Hall is probably having a better game on my bench right now. That sucks.
Brees Hall is not. Oh yeah, he is. He has 4 carries for 7 yards.
Oh, 4 carries, 7. Oh, that's.
Bo Nix is having a better game than Justin Fields right now, but Justin Fields is going to turn it up in the fourth quarter. So hopefully he turns it up in the fourth quarter. If not, then I started the wrong quarterback.
Yeah. I'm kind of wanted. I have my dynasty. I kind of want him to shit the bed because I'm playing against you this week. And I don't give a fuck about losing my dynasty league. I'm more worried about beating you. Wait, well, you ready to close it out?
Yep. So I'm Dave.
I'm Matt.
This is Brews and Ball, and we are signing out. Be on the lookout for the post on X for your starts and sits questions. We will give you some answers.